Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan, and welcome back to another monthly channel update video. It is April of 2022, and it is time for another monthly update on what is happening around here at Little Indigestion Incorporated. My wife and I jokingly call it that sometimes. But what's happening here around the channel, around Twitch, around this home? What's happening? Well, before we get into what's going on with YouTube, I actually have a very cool thing to announce here. You've probably seen it in the title of the video already. Something very cool to share. My wife and I, thanks to the beautiful people who support us over on Patreon, have started a podcast. I'm moving the wrong way. Have started a podcast. I'll put it up here on the screen right now, but starting right now, you can find the podcast I Brought You This on all of the platforms where you find podcasts. We hit our first goal over on Patreon. Just a quick reminder that if you want to financially support and help grow this channel, the easiest way to do that is to go to Patreon. The link is down below in the comments. We hit our first goal over on Patreon, and Megan and I had to start a podcast. And I say had to. We were very excited to start a podcast. We thought about it for years, and now we have done it. I'll put a link down in the description below to where you can find the podcast. You should be able to also just search I Brought You This on any of the platforms where you listen to podcasts, and you can find our first episode. I Brought You This is a 30-ish minute podcast where Megan and I just sit down and we each bring one thing to the table. It's a little bit like show and tell, that thing you used to do in elementary school, where you can bring a thing and show it off to the other person. It can be anything. It could be a meme, it could be a memory, an actual item, an experience. Not to spoil this first episode, but we have some hilarious first things that each of us brought, with the goal of either like amazing, surprising, educating, getting a laugh out of the other person sitting across the table. So, not to like completely spoil this episode, but in the first episode, Megan and I do actually look back at the very first direct messages exchanged between us over 8 years ago when we first met. So, if that intrigues you in any way, shape, or form, again, you can find it anywhere down below. Now, you may have some questions. You might be watching this video saying, hey, Ryan, why is this podcast not gaming related? Well, first off, it may eventually touch on some gaming subjects, but here's the really simple answer for why this podcast is not about gaming. If you want to hear Megan and I talk about video games, you get 2 YouTube videos a day, plus, a stream about every day, plus all of these old series of like Megan and I playing video games. We're doing a lot of that, and we love it, of course. But if you want a little bit more Megan and Ryan in your life, and it doesn't necessarily need to be on a topic related to video games, it can just be hopefully funny, sincere, cool, hilarious moments, maybe this podcast will do that. Also, if that is not something that sounds like it's up your alley, that's totally cool. We just wanted to try this, and we can't wait to see where it takes us. Other questions you might have. Hey, when will this thing come out, Ryan? Well, for now, it's going to be coming out around the 1st of every month. I am trying to convince Megan. I can actually put up a photo on the screen right now. We had so much fun sitting down and recording this series, this episode. It was really funny. We laughed a lot behind the scenes and on camera and on microphone. And we had so much fun doing it. I'm trying to convince Megan to maybe do it more than once a month. But we'll see. Last question. Hey, Ryan, how do I support this podcast if I'm interested in doing so? Great question. The easiest way, I think, is probably just to do all of the things that you would do to a podcast that you love, like subscribe, rate. I don't know. I should really come up with like a good spiel for podcast stuff, but treat it like you would any podcast, except definitely 5 stars and much compliments and love. Anyways, we have a podcast. I Brought You This. It's out now. Let's get on to the other normal channel monthly update stuff. Let's do it. All right, let's talk about the different series that we have going on the YouTube channel. I'm just looking over at my notes. I guess another title for this video could be The End of Skyrim? ? I think after 300 plus days, we are probably approaching the end of Skyrim. I don't think we'll quite be done by the time this video goes live, but we might be. Very recently, I had an incredible time sort of opening the door over on our Twitch streams to people from our YouTube series to play Skyrim for 4 days on stream and get to do all of the lovely like back seating and front seating and basically just nerding out about this beautiful game, Skyrim, that has been so many people's favorite for so long. So I had a ton of fun with that. I really did not know what to expect, but I'll tell you this, after doing it once, I think I'm more likely to do it again. I think it's probably a like specific time and a place. Like when the time is right, I can imagine, you know, broadcasting here on YouTube that like, hey, we're gonna go play this game specifically at this time over on Twitch, and just sort of opening the door for all kinds of people to wander in and share the experience. It was really cool. And thank you if you showed up and were a kind person and nice, and I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah. So I would imagine that after a very good and long run, we will be done with Skyrim before May. Yeah, you can probably, well, I'll talk about that later. That's the Skyrim update. The next game update is Subnautica, the two dueling series here on YouTube that I am that we're putting out right now. Subnautica, shit has hit the metaphorical fan in Subnautica. Shit being like a great story and like major developments on the plot line and some incredible characterization, and the fan being like, you know, every episode that comes out every day. I feel like every episode we've had has had something cool in it for like 60 straight days in Subnautica, which is insane. This was a tortured metaphor from the start, the shit and the fan thing. Subnautica's going really well. I think we are also approaching the end of Subnautica. I have not, as of filming this, I have not recorded the ending, but goddamn, I've recorded something very close to the ending. So I think we are basically done with Subnautica. So I have over here written that, my goal for Subnautica is very similar to my goal for Skyrim right now, which is, this is how I'm sort of thinking about it every day when I sit down and record and crank out these videos that you guys will see a day or a week later or whatever. My goal right now is like, developers worked really hard for a really long time on an idea that they had to make this game. And then the game came out, and then fans of the game and players of the game like worked really hard to like love and understand the game and like build communities around the game. And they're both these just beloved games. And like all of that like hard work and love that has come before me sitting down to play the game for the first time. My goal right now is just simply the phrase I would use is like, my goal is to do the game's justice. Skyrim, I would say we're 99% there. Subnautica, I would say we're also very close to doing it. I just want to do, for my first blind playthrough of the game, I just want to like, I want to do the experience of the game justice. That means getting to a lot of things, not everything, getting to a lot of things, bringing my most like emotionally available and like critically thinking, and you know, bringing my best self to the game every day when I sit down and record. And so far I've been able to do that, and I feel like really good about what we've done with both of those series. So we'll see. The endings are still up in the air, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we're at a great place. Like both series are at the same place, I would say, which is just like attempting to finish strong in the like most just like most emotionally available, best reactions I can bring, like honest, authentic reactions that I can bring. So yeah. The next question, I guess, is like, what's up after those two games? They're both kind of coming to an end. So what's up after Subnautica? What's up after Skyrim? Well, I kind of wish that I could tell you, but I don't really know. We will definitely play Below Zero, but I don't know that we will play it right away. And after Skyrim, I think we will jump into another sort of long form, probably open world RPG, you know, like something similar in the same Fallout 4, Fallout New Vegas, Skyrim type of vibe. But I don't know exactly what yet. The other thing that might happen, and likely will happen for both series, is it's not like we'll hit the final episode of one game and then next day will be episode 1 of a new game. I like to, if the opportunity presents itself and if it makes sense, maybe do some bonus episodes of definitely Subnautica and probably also Skyrim. We've done a lot of bonus episodes already on Skyrim in one way. Anyways, I'm talking far too much here. I'm imagining you'll see some bonus episodes of both of those series, and then after that, I really have no idea. So what else did we do this last month? What else can you expect for the next month? Well, in the last month, we played Papers, Please, which was a lot of fun. I have here written fun, expected, and also stressful. Sorry, fun, unexpected, and also stressful. I didn't know what to expect from that game, but man, I'll tell you what, I was sweating every time I played it. It was a lot of fun. We only really accomplished like 2 endings of, I think, 20. If you guys liked that, if you would be interested in seeing more Papers, Please, going back for more endings, etc., let me know, because I could potentially arrange that. We'll see. But it would depend on interest levels and all of that. So we also wrapped up both Sekiro and Outlast. Hi, Kingsley. What's up, buddy? Hi. You want to come up? No, you don't. You just want to stay down there? Okay. We wrapped up both Outlast and Sekiro. Sekiro, yeah, it was a ton of fun. It was stressful in a different way. It was stressful in a, like, makes me want to throw my controller and rage quit kind of way. And then Outlast was awesome. I'm realizing now that I just have, like, a sort of masochism around stress and playing stressful games. I think I may need to go back to therapy. What do you think? Why am I playing such stressful games? Yeah, we wrapped up all of those. Those were a ton of fun. Yeah, and what's next after that sort of stuff, like as an auxiliary playthrough here on the channel, I don't really know. That's kind of going to depend on what we do over on Twitch, and so we'll see. I don't know. We have some different ideas up in the air for different playthroughs we might do over there, but yeah. It's not like I feel like right now I'm saying a lot of like, I don't know, but it's more so that I don't know. But the reason for that is that, like, I sort of want to keep my options open. I love, you know, being able to have the freedom to, if a game sinks its claws into me, I have the freedom to sort of like move that direction. And if I had every day scheduled for the next month of streams, we wouldn't have that opportunity. If like I pick up a game randomly and it's good, and then we can't just take off to the races and do it. Yeah. Hey, that's really all I have for this video. I feel like I rambled a ton once we got to the video gaming part, but I don't know. Maybe I did. I hope that gives you guys some answers about what to expect for the next month. Yeah, insight into like what's going on behind the scenes for me. Yeah, exciting news about the podcast. Megan and I have been talking about it literally nonstop for like 2 weeks. Trying to get all the exciting details of, like, you know, a logo, a final, like an edit done, you know, actually getting it hosted on websites and stuff. It's been fun. It's been a fun little side project. Yeah, it's been cool. So I hope you guys enjoy that. Hey, in the meantime, I'll see you guys a couple minutes after this with another video, and with more videos every single day after that for a very long time to come. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.